Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome again. My name is Anas from Dream Team. Me and my teammates, Imran and Abdullah, will apply our projects, or manage our project using MS Project. And we've done previously some tasks using the MS Project, but now we will do all of our project and manage it using MS Project. But first, let's uh, uh, remind you about our project, which is an introductory course about the faculty of engineering and the mechanical engineering major to the high school students to increase their awareness about the school life and what they need to become an engineer. So that is our project. And now let's start. Let's start to manage our project using MS Project. So first, this is as you can see the MS project, and the first thing that you need to do uh, to manage your project is assigning the tasks that you have in your project. And after assigning the tasks is assigning the activity for each task. So as you can see here, and this is done previously. So this is the project first, and then these are the main tasks here for our project. So first we have the approvals, then we have the audience place. These are the main tasks we have in our project. So for each task we have subtasks, which is approvals from College of Engineering or Faculty of Engineering, approvals from Al-Gharsa Mubarak office, and approval from the presenters, and finally assigning the activities for each task, as you can see here, for all the project. And we've done this one previously, as you saw before in the previous or previous videos before. So those are all our tasks and activities for our project from the starting to the finishing. So the second thing that we need to assign in for a project is the stakeholder register, or identifying the stakeholder. And how can we identify the stakeholders? In MS Project, we can identify the stakeholders, and they call it as the resources. And how can we manage the sources? And going first, we go through this tab where you can see the Gantt chart, then going to the resources sheet. Here we go. And you can see here all the resources name or the stakeholders name, and this table actually shows the what it calls stakeholder register. Let me move this one here. So this table shows the stakeholder register, and it is consist of the stakeholder name and the influence, impact, power, and interest out of 100 for each of the stakeholders. So for example, we have the College of Engineering. We have power of 100 out of 100, interest 90% or 90 out of 100, impact 30, and influence 85. And we have explained this one in the previous videos, in all the previous videos. Okay, so and then we have the 4 questions as we discussed before. That's for the stakeholder, and we've done this one before. Okay, then we have the requirements for the stakeholders, and as you saw before, the requirement to assign the requirements, we had what we called the requirement traceability matrix, and you can see here in these two columns the requirements from each stakeholder and what stakeholder require from our project. So we at this step assign the stakeholder and find the stakeholders and identify the requirements for each stakeholder. Now let's go back to the Gantt chart here and the main page. And the second thing that we need to assign is the WBS. And what is WBS? Is the work breakdown structure. And to do the WBS in the MS project, you have two steps. The first one is using the WBS Schedule Pro, and this program make it easy for you to do the WBS, as you can see here in front of you. And after that, you can open this WBS in a Microsoft project from here. That's the first way to do the WS. The second way is actually from the project charter, and that's from project here. You can see here the tab WPS, and after that you define the code and the sequence for each one. So the first one, let's say number, then the second one number, and third one number. For the length, any, and the separator you can put dots, dashes, whatever you want. After that you put OK. Now you assigned or defined code for WS. Now you need to add the WBS table. So you can go here and insert column and write WBS right here, and this is the WBS in the project using the MS project. MS project actually can be used for many things, and now my teammate Abdullah will explain to you the next step.
Thank you, Anas. Thank you, Anas, for that. First of all, I will talk about the MS project and the duration task. This is the task name. This is the duration. This is the predecessor. This is the start and finish, and the cost and resource name and activity attribute. As Anas talk about the task name or the activity, here's the duration is the time we take to finish this task. For example, our project, it will take 29 days, and the approval 14. You can see here the 1 minute. Yeah, here's the whole time for the project. Here is the time for the approval, 14 days, and you can see in this way for the whole activity. And also, if we want to change it, we can use, for example, let's change this. If we want to write 3 days, it will change from here, from the start and finish, and it will change from everywhere. For the start and finish, it's the day start the activity to the finish the activity. And also it will not adding the day. For example, here 29 days, it's all working day. There is we can see here from 28 of 2 until the 8 of 4. So there is more than 29 days, but it's just the working days. We will use it here. And also here the predecessor. What is the predecessor? It's it is the what we use for link the activity. For example, if you wanna link between the communication with office administration, we see here what you wanna link it with. But you can also use, for example, here this is the 6th column, the 6 number 5. Let's say 5 start to start. It will be here linked to start from the 8 to number 5, start to start. Or for example, we can also 5 finish to start. It will be finish to start, and also we can use start to start or finish to start or start to finish or whatever you want. Also here we have the activity attribute. It's the what's the meaning of this activity? Let's see here. Communication with administration. It will be the talk with the college vice dean and convince him about. Also, here we have the cost. The cost is the how much it will cost us. For example, the project or the approval or anything here in the activity. For the whole activity, it will cost us 6,450. Some activity it will not cost us anything. Like here, you see a lot of things. But for from Malgarts Al Mubarak, it will cost us not. It will cost us 0. And if you want to change it, you'll just click on it and write 500, like that. It will change the whole cost for our project. Let's go back and lift it like what it's. Here is the Gantt chart, and as I talk, this is the whole the whole time for the project, and this is the whole the time for the approval. This is the time for the from College of Engineering. As we can see there, if you wanna see in another, if you wanna look in another look for the Gantt chart, we can go to the network diagram. You can see here another look for the Gantt chart. You can see here also the project start from the 28th and finish to from until 8. It will take 29 days. Complete 0. If we wanna put the project, you will find that you will see how much we complete from the project if we started. Let's go back to our Gantt chart. Also, we have here the critical path, critical path or the critical task. You can see here in the red color the critical path or the critical task. You can see here in the red color. This one is the find suitable s- uh, set table, hull, or contact with the hull administration. All this task in the red color is the critical path. Also, if you want to go down, you will see the critical path here too. That's it. Thank you. And let's go to my friends, Omran.
Assalamu alaikum. In this part, we are going to represent our risks in a matter of risk level, okay, to determine which risks that deserve to be focused on and which to ignore, okay. Starting with 11.3, which is qualitative risk analysis. In this part, I'm sorry. In this part, the main output is to update the risk register and all the project documents that related to risks, okay? The input to this task is the project management plan, also the project documents, if and open. The tools that we are going to use, as always, expert judgment, data gathering, data analysis, interpersonal and team skills, risk categorization, and data representation, okay? And this one, we're going to focus on probability and impact matrix. There is another tool that we can use, which is hierarchical chart, okay? But we are not going to use it. We will focus on the matrix, okay? Here's the probability impact matrix, okay, which represent the levels of probability multiplied with the impact of each risk, okay? Each risk can be either a threat or an opportunity to the project, okay? So by multiply the level of the probability to happen, or the probability of that risk to happen or to occur, with its impact on the project, we can know the level of threat or opportunity for that risk, okay? This is our risks for the project, okay? And here the description for each risk. Our risks are in the technical category. Projectors might have some problems, like malfunctions. There might be some mistakes in the presentation contact or the notes contact, or even in the experimental tools, okay? In the management category, we might, our risks might be the electricity cut out, and some presenters might withdraw and not show in the presenting day, okay? The third category, which might be external risks, such as quarantine or weather conditions, okay? We labeled the probability for each risk with these values, as you can see here, and these are the impact for each of these risks. And as you can see here, we have two high level risks, which are yes, malfunctions in experimental tools and quarantine. This will impact our project so deeply, okay? The other risk varies between medium and low level. After that, we will move to our responses to these risks if it's occur. Okay. The response is divided between threats, or the responses will be different, depends on the type of the risk, whether it's threat or opportunity. Okay. If the risk was a threat to the project, we have these 5 responses, which is mitigate, transfer, avoid, escalate, or acceptance. Okay. If the risk was an opportunity to the project, our responses might be enhance, share, exploit, escalate also, and acceptance. And this will depend on the type of the risk. Again, this is our risks, okay? Is the levels of probability or impact. And these our responses to each of these risks, okay? If the projectors, if we had a problem with the projectors, our responses will be a transfer, which means we will find a technician to solve that problem, okay? If we find some mistakes in the presentation content, our response will be mitigate, and we will review the content. And these are the rest of the responses for our risks, okay? Now we will move on to the MS project to continue what we began with my teammates. We're going to represent to you how to assign resources to the tasks that you have already added to the MS project. These are resources that we have had before, which is College of Engineering, Al Mubarak office, the organizers, presenters, students, and the manager, okay? Here is the Gantt chart. These are our tasks, okay? As you can see, I've here added some of the resources. I assigned some of the resources to the tasks that we have. The way to assign the resources to tasks is by going to the column of the resources, okay, and click on the task that you want to add a resource to it. You can see all the resources that you have already added to the project, to the MS project, and you can assign as many as you like to each of these tasks, okay? So here in this task, which is determine required specializations, this job is for the organizers, okay, and the project manager, and clicking enter. As you can see now, we assign the resources to this task, and when we go to the MS project, you can see how the project display these resources on each task. Okay, we will do the same to each of these tasks, and the Gantt chart eventually will show us all the that mistake. The MS project will show us all the tasks, all the bars tasks with its resource or the person that will do this task. After that, we will move to the risk register again, and we will learn now how to add our risks to the MS project. Okay. To not have interrupts between the tasks and risks, we are going to go to the resource panel and in the resource sheet. Okay. In this place, we're going to add our risk register. by going to the View tab. Okay. Here we will make a new table. This table we are going to call risk register. Okay. Microsoft project will ask you how many columns that you will need to use. It's probably about 5 columns. You can name it as you like. Come on. Task, yes. Doesn't matter which name you will give it, because we will going to change it later. Depends on the columns that we will need, because we are going to set probability column and impact column, and finally a risk level. Okay, let's text, yes. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna need it. Only one will be enough. Okay, that's good. And as you can see, we made a new table. Okay, I've already prepared another one. This is our risk register. We added probability and impact columns. This is the risk level, and this is the severity of each risk, whether it's medium or low or high level. Okay. By this way, we added our risk register to the MS project, easily as using Microsoft Excel. That was our presentation for today. Thank you for listening. See you in the next one, inshallah.